Next we have, representing the St. Tammany Veterans Foundation, Lane Carson. Lane is a tremendous supporter of veterans in the community and had a great deal to do with all that we have behind us.
Thank you, Dennis and Joseph. It's always good to come out and see all the veterans and their family members here in front of the courthouse. You know, we've been doing this about 100 years. A lady by the name of Mrs. Burns raised about $5,000 in 1919 to build that beautiful memorial in front of the old courthouse. Of course, we've brought it over here to the new courthouse. We've honored those World War I vets with a special plaque for them. And here we are, almost 100 years later, still coming together as veterans and honoring veterans here in St. Tammany Parish. That's a good thing. It's a great community thing to do. The St. Tammany Veterans Foundation is a nonprofit entity that was created over 20 years ago. And its main mission was to design, fundraise, and build this beautiful Veterans Memorial Plaza that you see here today, whereby we have hundreds of bricks scattered throughout here with veterans and family members' names on it where they're honored. The St. Tammany Veterans Foundation has also taken on the Heroes Farewell program at the Southeast Louisiana Veterans Cemetery, which, by the way, is the fastest growing cemetery in our state, and more veterans are buried at Southeast than almost all the other 4 veteran cemeteries in the state of Louisiana. So that tells you a lot about that strategic location near 3 interstates and servicing the entire Southeast Louisiana area. You know, as an old Vietnam vet, I know how people can sometimes forget about your service and your sacrifice. So it was because of that that the Heroes Farewell Foundation will announce today that it's honoring all of our fallen heroes from Iraq and Afghanistan who have sacrificed so much for us in the global war on terror, with a special memorial to them to be built at the Southeast Louisiana Veteran Cemetery in Slidell. You know, 146 Louisiana servicemen and women, including 35 Louisiana National Guardsmen, have been killed while serving overseas in the global war on terror. We owe these service members and their families who have sacrificed so much a debt of gratitude. That's why we teamed up with Fauntleroy, Latham, Weldon, and Barre. That's the architects who designed and built this beautiful memorial, and they have designed an enduring memorial which will be located at the cemetery adjacent to Camp Villery off of Airport Road and I-12 in Slidell. If you look off to my right and your left, you see a beautiful design from the architects, and you'll also see pictures, names, faces of the 146 men and women who gave their lives for us. Now, the memorial, which is going to be located at the cemetery, will have a battlefield cross. The battlefield cross, as you know, is the way we honored our fallen in Iraq and Afghanistan. That consists of putting their boots on the ground, putting the rifle in the boots, putting the helmet on top of the boots, and then their dog tag identified with it. A way of honoring them, memorializing them in the field. So our memorial will have primarily the battlefield cross on a plaque, on a pedestal, with a plaque below with all the pictures and names and faces of our fallen heroes. Along with that, we have a brick walkway, we have benches, we have 3 flags, the American, the Louisiana, and the National Guard flag, and it's going to be a beautiful, enduring memorial for those men and women in the very near future. But we need your help, like everything. So we're encouraging all of you, particularly the veterans organizations, the community organizations, to sponsor and get involved. with the memorial. Sponsor parts of the project, like the statue itself, or the battlefield cross, the flags, the pedestal, benches, the military branch insignias, or just donating a plaque or an engraved brick like we have done here for the past several years. So I'll be, after the ceremony, at our table with brochures and information for you. Be glad to answer any questions. And I just want to say that with the terrorist attack in Israel and our fighting men and women out there on the line being attacked around the world, now more than ever, we need to remember these men and women. We must honor these men and women, and we must never, ever forget our fallen heroes. Won't you join us? Thank you, and God bless.